Someone from the spiritual realm has been desperately trying to reach you, and Archangel Michael has an urgent message about this today. You've been feeling strange sensations lately, a ringing in your ears, sudden memories appearing from nowhere, or their favorite song playing at the exact moment you think of them. These aren't coincidences. A soul who loved you deeply has been trying to contact you for weeks, maybe even months, with increasing desperation. Time is running out because they're about to give up trying. The powerful guardian angel Archangel Michael is watching over this delicate situation right now. He wants you to know that finding this message at this exact moment is not random, it's divine intervention. The spiritual realm opened this final pathway because someone you care about has something urgent they must tell you before it's too late. What they need to share will change everything you've been feeling and thinking. The heaviness you carry, the questions that haunt you, the guilt you can't shake, all of this is connected to the message waiting for you from the other side. Archangel Michael reveals that someone who loved you deeply is trying to reach you from the other side. This soul has crossed over into the spiritual realm, but they carry an urgent message they couldn't deliver before their passing. The message could be forgiveness they desperately need to give you, a warning about someone currently in your life, or crucial guidance about a major decision you're facing right now. Their attempts to reach you through your dreams have been blocked by the walls of grief and guilt you've built around your heart. Right now, the spiritual veil between worlds is at its thinnest, a rare window of opportunity that doesn't come often. If you don't open yourself to receive this contact, they will stop trying to reach through. Once they give up and move fully into the light, this opportunity may never return in your lifetime. The regret you'll carry if you miss this final chance will weigh on your heart forever. You'll spend years wondering what they wanted to tell you, what message they held that could have brought you peace. This matters not just for your healing, but for their peace as well. Souls who cannot deliver their final message remain in a state of spiritual restlessness, unable to fully transition into the divine light that awaits them. Archangel Michael wants you to recognize the specific signs of spiritual contact you've been experiencing. Strong memories of this person suddenly appear in your mind without any trigger. You'll be doing something completely unrelated when their face, their laugh, or a specific moment with them fills your awareness. Their favorite song plays on the radio at significant moments, especially when you're thinking about them or struggling with a decision. You sense their presence when you're alone in a room, that unmistakable feeling that someone is standing nearby, watching over you with love. Objects associated with them appear in unusual places. A photo falls from a shelf you haven't touched in months. Their belongings seem to move on their own. You have dreams where they are trying to tell you something important, but you can't quite hear their words or the dream ends before they finish speaking. You wake up at 3:33 a.m. or see other repeating numbers throughout your day. These are spiritual timestamps marking their attempts to reach through. You smell their perfume or cologne when no one is around, or catch the scent of their cigarette smoke in places where no one has been smoking. Electronic devices act strangely around you, lights flicker when you mention their name, your phone behaves oddly, or the television changes channels on its own. Specific animals appear repeatedly in your life, especially butterflies, cardinals, or whatever creature held special meaning between you. The overwhelming feeling that someone is watching over you never leaves. On anniversaries, birthdays, or other significant dates, the activity intensifies dramatically. Other people unexpectedly mention this person to you in conversation. You've been dismissing all these signs as coincidence, imagination, or wishful thinking. Archangel Michael confirms these experiences are real. Your grief and guilt have created spiritual barriers that prevent clear communication, but the signs prove they are still trying to reach you. The difference between wishful thinking and genuine spiritual contact is the consistency and specificity of these occurrences. Archangel Michael reveals the 3 most common reasons souls reach out from the other side with such urgency. First, they want you to know their passing wasn't your fault. Whatever guilt you've been carrying, thinking you should have done more, said something different, been there at a different time, they need you to release it. Second, there's forgiveness they desperately need to give you for something you still carry shame about. Maybe words were spoken in anger before they passed, or actions taken that created distance between you. They want you to know they understand, they forgive, and they need you to forgive yourself. Third, they may have a warning about someone currently in your life who doesn't have your best interests at heart. From their vantage point in the spiritual realm, they can see what you cannot. Or they have guidance about a major decision you're facing, a choice about your career, relationship, or life path. They want to share permission for you to move forward and be happy without them. They need you to know it's okay to live fully, love again, and stop putting your life on hold. Some souls carry secrets they never got to share while alive, information about something hidden that you need to find, or truths that will help you understand your family history. Others simply want to express gratitude for something you did that you never knew mattered so much to them. What you thought was small or insignificant actually changed their life in ways they never expressed. The guilt you're holding on to is blocking both your ability to live fully and their ability to rest peacefully. They specifically chose this moment to reach through because Archangel Michael has made it possible. Archangel Michael offers his specific method to open spiritual communications safely and clearly. Begin by creating sacred space in your home specifically for this contact. Choose a quiet corner where you won't be disturbed. The white candle ritual is essential for inviting only peaceful, loving spirits. Light a white candle and say this protection prayer: Archangel Michael, I call upon your protection as I open communication with person's name. Allow only this soul to come through with love and truth. Surround us both with your blue light of divine protection. The best times for spiritual contact are early morning just after waking, or late evening before sleep, when the veil between worlds is naturally thinner. Meditation quiets your mind and opens your spiritual hearing. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe slowly. Focus on your heart center and imagine it opening like a flower. Visualize Archangel Michael standing beside you for protection. Try automatic writing to receive messages. Hold a pen over paper, relax your hand, and allow whatever comes through to flow onto the page without judging or editing. The difference between real contact and imagination is that genuine messages often contain information you didn't consciously know or use words and phrases the departed person actually used in life. Stillness and patience are essential. Spiritual communication rarely happens instantly. Use their personal items as connection points. Hold something that belonged to them, jewelry, clothing, or a cherished object. The energy imprint they left on these items helps establish the link. Speak out loud to invite communication. Say their name, tell them you're ready to hear their message, and ask Archangel Michael to facilitate the connection. Prepare for dream communication by placing their photo beside your bed and stating your intention to receive their message in your dreams before you sleep. Keep a journal and pen within reach to immediately record anything you receive upon waking. Release guilt and grief first through forgiveness meditation. Visualize yourself surrounded by healing light, and mentally say, I forgive myself. I forgive you. I am ready to receive your message with an open heart. Create an altar with their photo, white candles, fresh flowers, and meaningful objects you shared. Archangel Michael's protection throughout this process ensures only loving communication comes through. The profound peace that comes from receiving their message will wash over you like a wave of warm light. This contact heals wounds you didn't even know you carried, pain buried so deep you stopped acknowledging its existence. Both of you will experience immediate release. The weight they've been carrying in the spiritual realm lifts when their message is finally delivered and received. Your burden of guilt, questions, and unfinished business dissolves in the truth and love they share. This communication benefits both the living and the departed in ways that extend far beyond the immediate moment. You'll notice changes in your daily life almost immediately. The heavy feeling that's been following you for months or years suddenly lifts. Family relationships improve because you're no longer carrying the emotional weight that affected how you interacted with everyone. You'll have new clarity about your life path and feel confident about decisions that previously seemed impossible to make. The ability to finally move forward without guilt becomes your new reality. This person will continue watching over you even after the message is delivered, but the desperate urgency in their attempts to contact you will ease. They'll use gentler signs to show their continued presence, a cardinal appearing at meaningful moments, finding pennies or feathers, or feeling a warm presence during difficult times. The difference between contact before and after the message is like the difference between someone frantically knocking on a locked door versus someone peacefully watching through a window. Understanding the natural cycle of spiritual communication helps you recognize that intense contact periods serve specific purposes, then naturally ease once that purpose is fulfilled. Archangel Michael's ongoing protection during spiritual contact is absolute and unwavering. You must also know how to close communication when you need to return fully to your physical life. Setting healthy boundaries with the spirit world is not disrespectful, it's essential for your well-being. Say clearly, "Thank you for your message. I must now return to my daily life. I close this communication with love and gratitude." The blue light shield specifically for this work involves visualizing yourself surrounded by bright blue light, creating a boundary that you control. Not all spirits should be welcomed through your open channel. Some may try to enter when you're communicating with your loved one. Genuine communication from your departed loved one feels warm, peaceful, and loving, even when delivering difficult truths. Deceptive spiritual interference feels cold, creates fear or confusion, and often flatters you excessively or makes grandiose promises. Warning signs include feeling drained after contact, experiencing increased nightmares, or sensing that something doesn't feel quite right about the messages received. The prayer to close spiritual doorways. Archangel Michael, I ask you to close all spiritual doorways now. Thank you for your protection. Only in my conscious intention with your protection will communication reopen. Ground yourself after spiritual communication by touching the earth, eating something, or washing your hands in cool water. This person has been trying so hard for so long to reach you, and their spiritual energy for crossing through is nearly exhausted. The window of opportunity is closing within the next few days. Archangel Michael reveals this is truly the final chance for contact before they must move fully into the light and release their earthly attachments. Your resistance and fear have been blocking them, and they understand why. Grief makes us build walls to protect ourselves from more pain. But they're ready to give up trying if you don't open yourself to receive their message now. Once they stop trying, the veil between worlds becomes too thick to penetrate again. The permanent regret of missing this opportunity will follow you for the rest of your life. You'll wonder every day what they wanted to tell you, what peace they wanted to bring, what truth they needed you to know. Begin the contact ritual tonight, not next week, not when you feel more ready. This message found you for a divine reason at this exact time. The spiritual alignments happening right now make contact possible in ways that won't exist tomorrow or next week. Your departed loved one is waiting with such hope right now, praying you'll open your heart to receive what they need to give. Archangel Michael is holding the doorway open between your worlds, but he cannot keep it open indefinitely. The peace waiting on the other side of your fear is profound and life-changing. Show your appreciation for this divine intervention by giving super thanks up to $20, which helps maintain the spiritual energy needed for these sacred connections. The gratitude both realms feel when communication succeeds creates ripples of healing that extend far beyond just you and your loved one. Trust that you're protected and guided through this sacred process. This is their final plea through Archangel Michael. Please, open your heart and receive the message of love waiting to be delivered to you before it's too late.